Hello everyone, welcome back to the leadership series at Happiest Minds. Today we have Ram Mohan with us. He's the CEO and executive board member at Happiest Minds. Hello Ram, welcome to the leadership series. So tell me Ram, how can a managed service provider be more of a strategic partner than an MSP for a client?
So typically when you say managed service providers, they look at certain SLAs, they provide 24/7 services, and it is a typical BAU services. But when you want to become a strategic partner, you need to move beyond the managed service provider context. You have to integrate the business imperative of the customers into your services, and also you have to understand the business of the customers and their customers in order to make sure that their business drivers are achieved. So that is the first point. The second aspect is you need to move beyond SLAs. You need to think about proactive monitoring. You need to think about how you can bring in additional tools, how you can bring in AI, how you can bring in analytics in order to provide more insight into their environment and also into their landscape. The third aspect is you need to look at the security very deeply, because when you are actually monitoring and managing the infrastructure, majority of the time people forget about security. You have to embed security into these managed services and make sure that the customer's environment is protected. Apart from this, you need to proactively think about how scalable the solution will be, and you also need to look at their future in terms of how they want to progress. And all those aspects of future scalability need to be integrated into your services. So thus, you can move from managed service provider to a strategic partner.
What are the key benefits for a business when an MSP evolves into a strategic partner?
So if the MSP becomes a strategic partner, basically what you are doing is you are integrating the customer's business into your services. So that means all your services will be looking at business first. So that way the customer gets benefited because their business priorities are taken into consideration. The second aspect is you are going to look at holistically, not just the infrastructure, but also the security threats and all those security vulnerabilities which can occur. You are taking care of those. The third thing is you are going to be thinking about advanced tools and advanced technologies which can be embedded into your services so that your customer becomes future ready. Now the fourth aspect is you are going to be giving a solution which is scalable as per the customer's future requirements.
So what are the key qualities and capabilities that an MSP needs to evolve into to be seen as a strategic partner rather than just a vendor?
So first of all, you need to have that necessary skills in order to make sure that you have the ability to take care of the customer needs and the business needs. And it is, as I said, not just the BAU or a 24/7 monitoring. You need to look at what the business demands are, what kind of services do they need to satisfy their business needs, and do you have the necessary skills and capabilities. The second aspect is you also have to have a clear understanding of futuristic tools, futuristic technologies which may be required to ensure that business processes of the customer is taken care of in the future. The third thing is you should be consultative in nature in order to make sure that you predict what kind of services the customer require in the future and you are ready to provide those services. And the fourth aspect is you need to also have necessary skills in advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, generative AI, analytics, and all other technologies which are required for the customer's scalable infrastructure of the future.
How do you see the role of an MSP evolving in the next 5 to 10 years to become a strategic partner?
So if the MSPs are really interested in becoming strategic partners, they need to invest in terms of understanding the customer needs, speaking to the customers in terms of how the trend in their industry is going. You need to learn the new technologies which are required to manage their infrastructure and security. You need to understand what are the security requirements and what are the security threats which can happen in the foreseeable future. You also need to be consultative in nature in order to make sure that you anticipate certain requirements for the future and your services are geared up to ensure those services which are required by the customers you are able to provide with clear understanding as well as with skills and knowledge which you possess to ensure that their environment, their infrastructure and their security is protected. You need to know how to predict. You should also be having the ability to understand the futuristic threats, futuristic vulnerabilities and futuristic issues which can happen in that particular environment and take precautions proactively so that those issues will never rise again. And that is the intelligence, that is the capability the strategic partner need to possess to convert themselves from MSP to strategic partner.
So finally, how is Happiest Minds gearing up to become a strategic partner for its customers?
Right from the beginning of our existence, we have been investing in agile infrastructure and agile technologies. We are always proactive in terms of the technologies we choose, and we are also proactive in terms of where we are going to invest. So we take the customer's business into consideration and make sure that our investment is in the right direction. Happiest Minds is extremely geared up in terms of providing high quality infrastructure services with respect to agile infrastructure, which includes multi-cloud environment. We are also embedding security services along with the infrastructure services. Our security experts are fully geared up in terms of not just providing security management, but also predicting what are the foreseeable security threats which happen, and they are adequately trained about it. We invest a lot in terms of training. We are also partners with most of the leaders in both infrastructure as well as security products. We invest with our partners to make sure that our people get adequately trained and also have the practical experience in order to make sure that our customers' infrastructure as well as their security needs are covered completely, not just for today, but also for tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Ram, for being here and throwing some lights on one of the most talked about topics, that is the managed service providers. Thank you so much.